Welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Today, I'm a little bit upset because I'm out of Coca-Cola. So what I got today, it got me some ginger ale. And actually, I think I like this. I think I like this better, man. Now my wife said to be careful when I slurp when I go, because I seem arrogant. Do I? Well, here you go. Dang it. Oh, that's why I got to be in a glass. But check this out. Now, I really didn't want to do a review on this smoke machine. And this is the, I think it's, the name brand is VacuTech. Model number Edward Leonard David 601. I really didn't want to do a review on this machine because majority of you guys that subscribe to our channel, guys and girls, subscribe to our channel, is do-it-yourselfers, and you're looking to save money. This is a $1,000 machine. I don't expect you to go out there and spend $1,000 on a machine to diagnose one of your codes. Because a lot of times a shop would, you know, they just use it for evap, and it's not just for evap. But if you can find, for the do-it-yourselfers who work on other people's cars, if you can find a cheaper one, I'm not sure about them, definitely a good machine to get. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because, and this plays into what I've been always telling you guys. We had a customer that come in and needed a smoke test. Now, here's his thing. He went down to a repair shop, a legitimate shop, and these guys, he said he was kind of annoyed because he came into this shop and he figured they knew what they were doing. I mean, he saw all these tools. I mean, he saw this. He said his exact words. He saw this snap-on toolbox that was almost as big as his garage. So the problem was he needed a smoke test, but they didn't have a smoke machine. You see, you guys are dumb. I mean, well, some of you, the one that's out there thinking you smart enough because you got a big toolbox, but yet you're not using common sense on the tools that you buy, and that's a problem, and it's going to hurt your business in the long run. So he contacted us. Do we do a smoke test? And I said, yeah, we do one. And he said, what? And I said, yeah, well, $60 to charge. And actually, I only charged them $50. Now, what's good about a smoke machine? A lot of guys sit in shop. Because the machine says evaporative emissions tester, their mind can only comprehend doing this if it's the evap problem. And that's their problem. I've always told you guys to think outside the box. Even the manual on this machine tells you you can check other things. You can check exhaust leaks, oil leaks, coolant leaks, transmission leaks. You can check a lot of things with a smoke machine. And what's good about it is, a lot of times a person comes into a shop and they say, you know, I got an oil leak. Can you check out my oil leak? And what they do is they try to find out where the oil is coming from. Now, if it's all over the engine, well, and I'm pretty sure you heard this story, well, it's leaking from your valve covers, your valve cover gaskets. So what we need to do is replace the valve cover gaskets, wash down the engine, have you drive it for a little while, and then come back. And we can see any other leaks. But during that meantime, you got oil leaking down into your exhaust system, and by the time you get ready to bring it back, boom, your car's on fire. And they're not to blame. With a smoke test, you'll be able to detect every single oil and air leak on that vehicle in one shot. So now you're giving a customer a detailed report on their vehicle. Same thing goes with air leaks, especially with the P0171, 174, evap codes, of course. And now, with this again, this is not a review on this machine because this is an expensive machine, and I don't expect for a lot of you do-it-yourselfers to go out there and buy this machine. Now, if you can find a cheaper one, that'd be great. What this machine comes with, it got the adapter, which I'm going to show you outside, for the exhaust systems and other things. A lot of caps and plugs, evap connector, a straighter valve tool removal for the evap, And it also comes with smoke producing solution. Now, I bought this machine back in 2008. Not once have I had to add any of this solution yet. That goes to show you how good it is. And I've used it plenty of times. I mean, this thing is old, and as you can see, I kept it in good condition. But enough of this talking. I'm going to go out there and actually, you know, action speaks louder than words. So let's go on outside and let's hook up this smoke machine, do different tests, and I can show you what it does better than I can tell you. All right? Let's head outside. We'll be right back. Okay, here we are outside, and I'm going to show you some of the tests this machine does other than the evap. Remember, this is for P0171, 174, P0445, any of the evap leaks. It's good to have a smoke machine. Now here we have our 1981 Chevy van. Now what I'm going to do is show you something over here. Now about this van real quick. What I did was take off the whole front of this engine, and it's actually a 93, one with the serpentine belt and all like that. Now around here, don't worry, I'm gonna give you a tour of this van one day. This is the Observer's Neighborhood Watch program that we run also. And on the top there are 9 cameras, and one in the middle, the PTZ, which can see up to 500 feet. But don't worry, I'm gonna definitely show you do a tour of this. You're gonna really look at this, guys. You're gonna be like, wow. A lot of people call this the A-Team van. Now, as we go inside, let's get inside here. And I see we got a little company here. We got Care Bear, and I gotta get inside there, Bear. Okay. All right, and as you can see, inside here, I took out the front seat, and what I did was move the seat to back here. I moved the seat back here, which got a monitor. And I just switch this seat around. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. All right, it's got this, and it's got a DVR on the side over here. How the heck did I see? It turns this way. It ain't turning either way. Wrong lever. Okay. We got a DVR over here. A power inverter mounted to the wall. It's 2,500 watts. You can see the battery cables. It's got in the back. It's got the batteries on. Again, I'll definitely do a video on this van. This van is cool. All right. And what I did was, you're just gonna stay right there, aren't you? Here, we can beat it. Don't listen to nothing. All right. Also, when I painted this van, I made sure I painted the dashboard and all that. So what I'm going to do here is pop the cover off. Also, they call this the doghouse. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, let's say a customer comes in with an oil leak, and they want to know. Now, usually, you as a mechanic, we would have to look to where the oil originated from, and then we'll say, okay, you need this. But after we need this, you're going to have to clean the engine up and come back so we can check it for more oil leaks. With a smoke test, you eliminated all of that. I could do that with a smoke test. I could do that with the oil, the transmission fluid, which I'm about to show you, the cooling system, exhaust system. You know, this is just an amazing tool, other than you trying to do guesswork and all that. All right, so for instance, let's say the customer came in with an oil leak, and we don't know where the oil is coming from. Now, as you can see, I already got a breather out of here that I got to put one in there. So let's go in the front engine. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that. All right, again, now these instructions are for this smoke machine. I don't expect for you guys to go out there and spend $1,000 on a machine, you know, just to check a leak.
So go out there, you know, look around, do some research, see if you can find a cheaper one. So, you know, don't really pay attention to the instructions that I'm doing to hook this up. But what I'm going to do is go back here. We're going to pull out our cables to hook up to the battery. And you want to make sure the battery of the vehicle is in good condition. And I'll get a good hook up here somewhere. And once you get it hooked up, on the front of this machine, the power light comes on. Next, we're going to do is hook up our air supply. You notice the back side of the truck got my air lines over here. Let me make sure my compressor, no, my compressor is empty. So let me start the compressor up, build up some air, and then we're going to come right back. All right. Got our air pumped up. Let's bring our hose out. And on the back of the machine here, we got a little air chuck. We're going to hook our air to. Now the next thing you want to do, I'm not sure how the smoke machine you're going to have, but this one you got to bleed the system. We got a little clicker here, like I'm playing, like I got a game show. Wink, is that his Wink Martindale? That was his name? Wink, I'll take backyard mechanics for 2. Alright, what we're going to do here is bleed the system out. So what I'm going to do is cut the machine on, and once I cut it on, the light's going to light up here. So, then let me know the smoke has started. So I sit here and I wait while the machine heats up. And then, I don't know how many seconds or so, as you can see, the smoke starts coming out. Then I cut it off and I'm ready. I'm ready to go. That's just to make sure everything is working. So the customer comes in, say, listen, I got an oil leak. Now, the most simplest way I'm going to check this is I'm going to find the oil dipstick tube. I'm going to pull it out, put it to the side. Or, in a few minutes I'm going to show you, we're going to do the transmission also. Now what I need to do is cover up this, the dipstick tube right here. So what I got is a small 5/16 vacuum hose, or not even vacuum hose, transmission cooling line. And what I'm going to do is squeeze it over the end of the tube. Then I'm going to take my tester, push it right into there. Oops. Alright, now this, get this out of the way. Now, this lever is pretty long. What I'm going to do is, let's slide this machine closer to the van. Alright, now let's go to the side where the engine is. Alright, here's the engine. You see Bear is still up here. He's... What'd you find so far? You seen any smoke, Bear? He said, what the heck is he talking about? Yeah, that shouldn't have came up here. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is now click the button, which you're going to start the smoke. Make sure that it is on. Okay, here it is. So now what you guys got to do is just sit and wait. Now I know I just saw I see some smoke. Now it's good to have good lighting on this, and actually you can see the smoke starting to come out of here. So now what we want to do now, now we know we got one leak here. So what you're going to do is plug that up so we can detect other leaks. The more leaks you have, the less likely you're going to find really small leaks. So what I'm going to do here is cut that off, and we're going to get our plugs. Be right back. All right, brung out all my adapters here, and as you can see, the hole up here, this adapter is way too big to do anything. So you gotta pretty much improvise. So what I'm gonna do is take this adapter. Let's try to put that in backwards like that. And let's hit our smoke machine again. And then we just wait. It's good to, again, it's good to have some good lighting. This smoke machine does come with a light. I should get to show you. Now I see some smoke coming up from right back here. Right in the, and around here, so I probably gotta close off the yeah, see, I was coming out the air filter, so I gotta put something over the carburetor to close that off. And you can see how, and what this also let me know is that my air filter ain't that great, because it should have been coming out of there. All right, there you go. Smoking out of the carburetor. So what we're gonna do is get a rag or something plastic, and we're gonna close that off. All right, we'll be right back. All right, now, had this been a throttle body engine, that's all I had to do is remove the air tube, and I would have used one of these plugs and plugged that tube right up, plugged it right up to the throttle body. But being as this carburetor, what I'm going to do is try to stick some plastic in here. Now, of course, I'm not going to get the whole, I'm not going to be able to clog this thing up 100%, but just enough so I can detect leaks. Get that in there. Okay. I know we're still going to get some out there, but you know what? Let me go open up that other door over there so we get a little more lighting in here. I'll be right back. All right. This is the light that comes with this smoke machine, so it's easier to spot where the leak is coming from. There. Look at this. Bam! Alright, so let's start our smoke again. Yeah. It ain't do alright, great. Alright, but what we're gonna do now is look around. We're gonna look at the valve cover gaskets. The more you seal this off, the more you're gonna find other leaks. You know, I can tell it's leaking a little bit from the carburetor. There's seals inside there, so I know it's leaking in there. That's giving me an air leak, not an oil leak. All right, so what we're gonna do is let's go to the other side of the engine, and what I'm gonna do is try to close this off more. That's really coming out of there. So let's shut this off, and let's go to the other side of the engine. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I need a better clogging up. So what I'm gonna do is open up these bags. I'm gonna put them down like this. Put the air cleaner back on. Wherever the thing is, I'm gonna tighten that back up. Wherever it's at, wherever I put it. Well, I'm going to find that and put that back on, and then we're going to go to the other side and start this back up. All right, we'll be right back. All right, got our plastic in. Hopefully that holds better. Let's start our smoke machine up again. It's holding somewhat, but let's see, we got a little smoke action around here. Pretty good. Matter of fact, let me go show you on the machine how we're checking whether it's good or not. All right, so let's go out there and look at the machine while I keep the smoke going. All right, we'll be right back. Now on this machine, got a ball down there that's going to float. So when I start my smoke, the more pressure that builds up, that ball is going to start dropping down as soon as it builds up pressure as far as the smoke. So let's go up under there. Let's go back there and check out our van and see if we see any more leaks. Right back. All right, we're over here back at the engine, and I can't tell whether that's the air cleaner or something in front. Oh, look at this! I got a vacuum leak right here, so I didn't even know of. So let's put our finger over that for now, and I gotta get that taken care of. But we still got a leak, and it looks like my intake manifold gasket is leaking some. And even the weird part about it is I see a very, very little oil, but it's definitely leaking from under there. So far my valve covers look okay. I got a little leak around. You see my PCV valve right here. Let's get these wires out of the way. Let me close this back off. I'll get a plug for this thing. And you can see I'm leaking a little bit around my PCV valve. And all right, let's get a plug for this. All right, we'll be right back. All right. Let's move that out the way. I plug that off. I see a little smoke down here. This cardboard is leaking underneath too, probably the base gasket. And just like I said, the PCV valve. The more leaks you fix, like I know this is leaking right here, the more you're gonna find. And then, you know, of course I'm gonna have to get up underneath and check that. All right, so that's it. And once I see all the places where it's smoking at, I write them down and I let the customer know these are the things that's leaking. Now with this air leak, if this was a newer vehicle, this thing is going to set a P0174, P0171 leaking, and everybody be running around looking at vacuum leaks for hoses and broken, but you're not going to find them. You may, but with the smoke machine, you're 100% guaranteed to fix that problem. All right, now let's move on to another test on our transmission. All right, we'll be right back. All right, got our oil dipstick back in. Now, customer complaining about transmission leak. So what we do is pull out the transmission dipstick, set it to the side. Now, I've always told you guys, you gotta, think up on your feet, use common sense about things, stop trying to follow, you gotta think outside the box. So now we need an adapter to go over here to fix that. So what do we got here is I got a 3/4 inch hose. So what I'm gonna do is fit that hose over the tube, and let's see where now this might be too small to go in there. So what I'm gonna do is take a 5/8 1/2 inch hose, squeeze it into the 3/4, and then hook up our smoke machine. So now what we're going to do is with our thing, we're going to start the smoke machine up. Okay, we're going to make sure. Okay, we got smoke started. Okay, let's go around and let's go see if we can see something in the engine. Yeah, we see a lot. Now, over here, which I'm going to have to shut this off. Let's see, can you see this? Let me go around to the other side. I'll be right back. Let me go to the other side so you can stay on this side. All right, I'm on this side. It's a lot of smoke here. Now, at the top of this transmission, See that little valve right there where it's pouring out at? That's a vent valve. So what we're gonna have to do is close that vent valve off and then check it again. But I noticed up here at the same time, like, why the heck am I getting smoke up here? And actually, but this is not a leak. We got the downshift cable right here. It's actually leaking through the cable and out through the cable up here. That's how precise this thing is. And then once I close that vent off, I would get up under it and check out for other, especially for the front transmission seal or the rear seal or something like that. This is what I'm talking about, how important this machine is. Now, let me show you one more thing before we head on back inside. All right, be right back. All right, so far we went through an oil leak, transmission leak. Now to doing if somebody had a coolant leak, that's all I have to do is take off the radiator cap, plug it up, and do that. But let me show you on an exhaust leak. Now sometimes an exhaust leak is easy to find because you just listen for the sound. Dang it, man, what the heck? I really put that hose on there. Let's get this hose off. Okay. Put our transmission dipstick back in there. One more thing before we go inside, exhaust leak. So what we're gonna do is get our adapters and get our cone. All right, now let's see, where is this at? Let's go over here. Now this van, now if it just had one pipe, then that's all I would have to do is push that in there and check it out. But this one has two, so now what I'm going to do here is have to find the right cone. Oh, much more than that. Much more than that. One more. Okay. Yeah. Now if I can't get one to go on the outside, get one to go right on the inside. Plug that right up. And what I would do is hook up our smoke machine right here to the little hose they provide for you, and I'll blow smoke through the entire exhaust system, and then I'll be up under the car and checking out the leak. So just don't think a smoke test is just for evap. I mean, I can check out every leak on this car. This car didn't even run, didn't even do nothing. Check it right here. All right, so let's unhook all this stuff and go back inside. All right, I'll meet you back at the office. Right back.
So, you know, to wrap up the show, that's how important it is to make sure that the mechanic you go to, or if you're a mechanic, to have a smoke tester, smoke machine. Because with the smoke machine, you can check evap, exhaust, transmission leaks, oil leaks, and I should have showed you on this van, I've even tested AC system. Now, AC system is kind of difficult to test because the system is always under high pressure, and this doesn't put out that much pressure. But if you got a leak that's visibly there, I mean, it only lasted for about a day. It was able to pick that leak up right from the seals from behind the compressor. And you know, just like I said in the beginning of this show, you know, these guys out there thinking you know, just like this customer was upset, you know, the guys thinking they big and bad with these snap-on toolboxes and all this, but yet the guy went in there for a smoke test, they didn't even have it. They didn't even have the machine. All that money spent, and use common sense on buying your tools. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. And, you know, be sure to subscribe, because when we do tests, when we do reviews, we make sure that we had the machine for years, as we had this one, before we go out there and try to present it to you. All right, this is Timmy from Master Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. You guys take it easy.